is a quick review of the Ozark Trail 10-person instant tent with built-in LEDs. So I'm at my yearly bike rally, and we had some rains come in yesterday. Had a quick break, got it up in a little bit of a drizzle, and then after we got it up, it downpoured. And mind you, this tent has not been sealed. It's just waterproofed from the factory. And I'll have to say, I was quite impressed. I had my doubts about the rain, but over the course of 9 hours, 10 hours, the tent stayed dry, other than the mud that I tracked in. So definitely the top, you have your see-through mesh, and the LED lights work great. Lights up the whole tent, makes it easy to find your stuff instead of stumbling around with a flashlight or hanging a lantern. I would show you the inside, but it's messy. But right here is your screen house, and you've got plenty of room. Over here is where the queen size bed is, right here. We got a couple little storage gears. I didn't put up the other gears yet to hang stuff, but we had rain off and on all night. Stayed pretty cozy, even with the no-seam mesh across the top. The little vent there was open, so I definitely had some airflow coming in during the night to keep it from getting too hot in there. But all in all, I'd have to give this tent probably a 9. I mean, as you can see, the water's still sheeting off, and that's after 5 rainstorms up until this morning. So not too bad. You might want to do yourself a favor and check the tent out. The only thing that I see that's kind of a hassle is where the zippers are. You know, having to make sure that you zip it all the way across the bottoms on the door. Yes, we're at a biker rally. But this definitely sheeted the water off. Zippers across the bottom, there, and then down the top with Velcro to keep it down so that when it rains it just drops. And after we were set up yesterday, I had a lot of these inner screens kind of hanging down, and when we were where we were at, away from the tent, it actually started to rain again. And even with the flaps down, in this case somewhere actually probably halfway down, rain still didn't get inside. Definitely easy to set up. You have your extension pegs where you unfold it, rise it up, pick the top up, spread it out, it pops right up. Definitely a pretty decent tent, and I can definitely say, even without waterproofing it, it definitely stood up to all the rain that we had and to some of the wind. The frame does flex with the wind, but it doesn't collapse. It just flexes. A little bit of rocking, but other than that, it definitely stayed sturdy. Definitely an improvement over my last Ozark that I had. I had the 10-man regular tent with the fiberglass poles over the top, and we were in the same spot last year, and we had some heavy winds and some heavy rains, and I woke up 2 o'clock in the morning with that side of the tent folded all the way onto my face on this side. It took tons of rope to secure it to get through the week that we were here, and when we broke the tent down, the fiberglass rods that went across the top and out to the screen house had basically splintered and broke up because of the wind. And one tent I definitely would not recommend. Trying the Instant Up for the first time, I don't think I would ever go back to a regular tent. We had gusts last night of probably about 5 to 10 miles an hour, and this tent held its own, where the other tent just folded right up, and it was a nightmare, and it got wet inside. The screen house, the lugs here that actually held the screen house out, they tore right off of here. The ropes that would come down, the guidelines to hold your rain fly on, those ripped out. It was a mess. That was probably Ozark's worst tent, and it was perfect. I mean, it was huge, and it was a great tent as long as you're not camping in wind or rain. This tent, you can do both. So do yourself a favor and check it out.